Okay, so other questions that we want to answer for people are pretty much unwell because they're mostly based upon people's distortions in their understanding about everything. When you go to see a Zen master, the Zen master is going to tell you, you cannot bring anything with you to my class. And that's the reason, because if you're going to be Zen, everything else that you're carrying in your mind is a contamination. You can't bring it with you. How is that different than, me having a separate workbook for history and a separate workbook for geography? We're taking a minute of Zen to see what I get. King Clancy the Devil is here, and he's asking if I fell asleep, but it felt really good. It really, 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 just what I was doing there felt really good. And then he's right. It felt so good that the next day, because he's right, he caught me because I was about to shift. It's like shifting gears of consciousness. I was about to fall asleep. Because it felt so good, just like closing my eyes just for that minute. And then, I don't know, energies were just nice, comfy. Clint Clancy and Brent Beeson, the Devils, were very loud. Are they devils inside of me, or are they something else? Because a long time ago, the magician Justice Barrymore, who used to hang out with metaphysical author Stuart Wilde, who I talk about an awful lot, as if he's still alive. I'll get back into that another time. Anyways, Justice Barrymore used to be an associate of Stuart Wilde. And then, they seem to have a breakup, and he was never mentioned on Stuart Wilde's website again. But he did find me after I tagged him on, something or other. I don't know. In those days, Rumpelstiltskin was, talking through me to, these people. You need my whole backstory. It's a huge backstory. Because every time I make a new video is like there's a million things. Because quite often people just come in and they watch one of my videos. But really, if you watch The Young and the Restless, my videos are like The Young and the Restless. You can just start today and keep going. Video after video because it's The Young and the Restless. Every day. Because the same characters are here. King Clancy the Devil, Brent Beeson the Devil, a third devil is always there. This one changes. King Clancy and Brent Beeson are almost always there these days. So it's just that Justice Barrymore said to me, now, Rumpelstiltskin was already here within, I can't give you the words, it's just, in conscious contact with me. Yes. You have to wait for words. I'm sorry. So usually what we think happens is that when I have long periods of silence, it's giving time for your mind to churn up some stuff about your memories and stuff that happened that might have been triggered by something I just said. So, if I give you some time and you get thoughts coming up, then, you're supposed to. And if you don't get any thoughts coming up, then you're like me, wondering what's coming next, because I don't know. Because this is not a pre-planned, this is, I don't know. I talk and I hear. So anyway, Justice Barrymore said that the devils are in you. To me. What did he mean by that? Well, he wasn't on the phone. It was just a comment he left for me. What is my identification when it's correct for Justice Barrymore to say the devils are in me? Or if he said it, Justice would say the devils are in you, Bob, pointing at me, Bob, and Bobby. What did he mean by that? The devils are in my physical body? The devils are in my mind? Or is he thinking of me as an expanded me, where you are one with all that is? Well, if you're one with all that is and there's devils wandering around on planet Earth, then clearly, if you are all that is, the devils are inside of you. Because there's devils running around here on planet Earth. Planet Earth is, enveloped by this enormous amount of space that we call the universe. So if you're one with the universe, then planet Earth is within the universe. This could be planet Earth. It's within, all of the space. And all the space out there is all the universe. So if you're one with all that is, then, and on board here, this planet, are devils, then the devils are within all of the space that we call the universe. And if I'm one with all of that, then I guess the devils are inside of me. Anyways, people wanted to ask what happened to Justice Barrymore, and the answer is I have no idea. What happened to Stuart Wilde? I'm trying to find out. The devils told me, or had me talk and say that Stuart Wilde is in the lower astral in a cage with Chris Kretschuk because of the way that they lie about things. The specific lie, I don't know, because it's not me that's telling you this. This is coming from Brent Beeson, the devil, and King Clancy, the devil. Well, they just do. Are they my devils or not? Are they part of my personality? No. But the high-tech way of hijacking me is very effective. And if you watch the video on remote neural monitoring, you'll be horrified. Because it's like something out of the Twilight Zone. Welcome to my world. I live in the Twilight Zone of remote neural monitoring and remote synthetic telepathy and synthetic telekinesis, electrically moving my body with, targeted frequencies of energy. Probably microwave, but I don't know for sure. Scalar wave, whatever that is. They don't teach you that in high school, but if you go on the internet, scalar wave is apparently something that you can use for attacking people with consciousness. They want me to continue talking about the manifestation. It's just that in an earlier video, I was given to talk about, let's say the terrorists. Pick one. Rumpelstiltskin, the terrorist. who attacks me using electronic gear. So, from the 5D perspective, where you manifest the experiences that you want, the person calling themselves Rumpelstiltskin wants to enslave me, Bobby Burrows. And there's a whole pile of thought forms in between me and that person. And I'm attacked because someone has the intention of me being attacked. What is the hidden determinant of why someone attacks you? David R. Hawkins in Power versus Force tells you. It's where people are on the scale of human consciousness that determines what their behavior is. Terrorists calibrate at 150. There's a field of consciousness at 150 on the scale that tells you how to be a terrorist. So, you set where you're going to be, which field of consciousness you are going to access by your intention. So the people who torture me intend on doing it. What determines their intention? Where you were yesterday on the scale of human consciousness. If you want to change where you are on the scale of human consciousness, you need to deal with your ego. And in that book, Transcending the Levels of Consciousness, buy those two, Power versus Force and Transcending the Levels of Consciousness by David R. Hawkins. And then you'll know everything about the hidden determinants of human behavior. As far as manifestations of what's going on between me and the people who terrorize me, did I manifest no. Who manifested this? People who wanted to manifest it. Could they talk to me directly by telepathy if they hadn't manifested all of the stuff that they're using? Because they're blocking from even saying it. Because what the technology is, they used to call it imposed virtual reality. Before that, they called it voice to skull. And before that, they said Rumpelstiltskin had magic. And Arthur C. Clarke, the famous sci-fi author, do you know what he said? Sufficiently advanced technology and magic are indistinguishable. And it's true, because when Rumpelstiltskin started talking to me in my head, I didn't know anything about voice to skull technology. And, he said he's Rumpelstiltskin and he's magic. And that's how he's talking to me, through magic. Went on for, I don't know, probably a year. maybe more. I don't know, probably more years than that. Years I went by without me understanding what was going on. And body hijacking, invasion of the body snatchers, and being hijacked. Still going on. The same people. The same people. Can you imagine spending 6 years of your life? Why did I say live? Because that's somebody fucking with my voice. Because when you've got, unbelievable amounts of electrical energy that you can just plug in, you can just plug in there. If you put your fingers into that electrical socket, you will get a really strong electrical shock. There's a hell of a lot of electricity in there. Human bodies were never designed to fight off electronic harassment, microwave and scalar wave and incredible amounts of energy that comes right off the grid. The human body is low power, doesn't need much power at all to keep going. But it was never designed to fight against this advanced technology. So, whatever is being manifested in order to amplify someone's will by high-tech military means, I don't know, it's there. That's what they use on me. So, I was talking about this from the standpoint of if you were Hermione Granger from Harry Potter, when she looks at this, does she say that Muggles have got to have technology, physical technology, in order to allow telepathy to happen? Because it's seamless. The telepathy I experience with the terrorists is seamless. It doesn't fade in and out. With a bad signal on your Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi stops. It never does. Never does. Never does. It's always clear signal. So, so could the terrorists attack me without manifesting technology to do it? Let's find out. Also, they can do telepathy with me without the manifestation of the equipment that they're using. They can. They cannot. It's because of their belief in technology that allows them to do it. If they didn't believe in this technology, it wouldn't work. It might. But in the end, it's their belief. It's a belief. Because it's the power of belief. Belief. What you believe in your heart, James Allen said. It's just that we live on planet Muggle. And from the moment we're born on this planet, we are indoctrinated into thinking like a Muggle. And anything that doesn't fit within that Muggle is called abnormal. And it is rooted out. So when I was a kid, I had imaginary friends. And somehow I don't have imaginary friends anymore. Because my parents told me you had imaginary friends. What happened to them? I don't know. But what do you think happened to them? I know my parents. They told me you don't talk to them anymore. Because my parents are devils.